typically this will be a brisk walk or maybe a very slow jog. And so this is not intense. This is something you can maintain for longer periods of time. And the benefit of zone 2 cardio is that, remember, sugar in our body is what we use for quick energy. So when you're sprinting, and because that can often be an anaerobic process, which means it can be a process which has to be done in the absence of oxygen because you're not getting enough oxygen in. You can't get enough oxygen fast enough for sprinting. Only sugar can be burned in the absence of oxygen. Fat needs oxygen for burning. Beta oxidation of fat is a oxidative process. And so fat is slow energy, sugar is fast energy. And when you're doing this kind of gentle exercise, there is actually some benefit because that's primarily burning fat in that kind of zone, because that is slow energy flux situation. And so what happens with zone 2 cardio is that the mitochondrial density of your muscles goes up, so you get more muscle. Mitochondria is the energy processing factories in your muscles. You get more density of that. You get better fat oxidation or fat burning capacity. You can actually start growing capillaries or more blood vessels. You develop more metabolic flexibility, which means the transition from sugar burning to fat burning improves. And over time, you can become more fit and your resting heart rate slows down as well. And there are more benefits than just that. Interestingly, there was this study here. As you can see, it was a randomized controlled trial, 120 adults, 12 months. And what they did in the study was one group did a 40-minute brisk walk 3 times a week, while another group just did stretching exercises. So with stretching exercises, you can just say essentially they were not doing any zone 2 cardio. And what did they find? In the group doing just stretching exercises, the brain shrunk over that year. Shocking findings. Well, just in case you didn't know, once you get to a certain age, every year your brain is shrinking and your memory is getting worse. That's why we should probably put an age limit to who can become president, particularly president of the United States, because we have a certain president there whose brain has clearly shrunk a lot. But anyways, what happened in this study was the group who did not do zone 2 cardio, their brain shrunk as expected. But in contrast, the group who did the zone 2 cardio, they had a 2% increase in their brain volume. So they reversed the brain shrinking.